Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Your Turn to Die, a death game by majority. And last time we've started the main game, the second main game, out of who knows how many, 3? 4? And we are now choosing who is the least likely to be a suspect. Least likely to be... who are we least suspicious of? So we can rule them out of the voting. I think that's what we're doing now. So, obviously we're not going to pick So. Right, if we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah too. Right, I think we need to extract, so let's extract. I guess we'll start with So. Right, if we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah too. Because you're so darn cute. What do you think I was going to say? When our escape failed, I looked at you and had a thought. She's acting kinda strange. You had this desperate look, as if you had the sacrifice. Oh. And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sarah. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Kutaro? We shouldn't be selecting Gin or Kana. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. I ain't trying to look like a good person. I just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, we're gonna turn into demons. If it's gonna come to that, then pick me, Sarah. Well maybe Kutaro thinks... Maybe Kutaro thinks that he's saying that because he's the sacrifice, maybe? Okay. Well then. Okay, let's go through these. All you have to say, I'll be glad if Sarah was left out. My reason, because you're the one I want to live most. No matter what. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Kutaro. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Kutaro with all his tokens was involved in at least one trade. And him giving his tokens to So, that subject could really influence the discussion. We should leave him out to extract info. So we're picking someone to leave out. So does that mean... It must mean out of voting for the culprit, right? That's what it is, I think. I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out. Meow. Because she's... Yeah, it's got to be that. Because she's super dependable for reasoning. Woof. Yes. I'm being an idiot, don't worry. And also, I swore to protect Big Sis Sarah. Meow. Gin. I believe in you. Meow. Okay. How would we leave out Gin? Since he doesn't have any tokens. Just listen, the best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have the sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But Gin has 0 tokens. If Gin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. And so there's a high chance he's the sacrifice. Reiko? You should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was the sacrifice to start? So should be left out. Not you. It's because So's the sacrifice that he's saying such rotten shit. If he spouts suspicious stuff and loses our trust, he can get us to vote for him. Leave him out and his heart should calm down. But I wonder if just leaving him out will make him say what he's really thinking. For an ally, he's a real pain, huh? What did you say again? Oh! I didn't notice that before. Last minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I saw it. I saw you, Kutaro. Kutaro, is something the matter? There being a trade just before the main game. Is that true? Huh? It is true. Yes, it's true. Which means... Yeah, just maybe. I figured out who's got the sacrifice. Meow. What? How could you possibly know that from what we just... Kutaro. I know. Oh, I know. Everybody listen up. Disclosure. Keymaster. I'm the Keymaster. Hey? Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You would say that, huh, Sarah? Huh? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster from you. Does he mean... The sacrifice card you got sent was mine, Sarah. There was a... But he thinks... So he thinks that there was a trade, and he thinks that he sent his sacrifice card to me, but then there was another trade. So that means that... That means that Kutaro probably does have the Keymaster card, but he is wrong in thinking that I have the sacrifice card because I lost it right at the last second, didn't I? It's Kutaro who sent me the sacrifice. And you've still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. Kutaro's making a false accusation here. Stay calm. What do I do? Make use of this, or explain myself. I want people to trust me. I absolutely don't have the sacrifice. So relax, everyone, you can vote for... Huh? Now that I think about it, being thought of as the sacrifice is better for not getting votes. I'm actually not sure anyone if there's... I'm not sure anymore if there's any good reason to deny it. Well, just nobody vote for Miss Sarah. That'll be fine, right? If nobody votes yet, she becomes a candidate. That proves she's a sacrifice with a double vote. I would like that, but... It's about time we proceed with the vote. Please wait. Can we decide on such an important vote with so much still unclear? Oh, we just can't sort it out in such a short time. What should we do? The victim's going to be one of us. One of the ones we nominate, remember? We really should discuss some more. You sure don't know when to give up? Time is up. Please, select the four who will remain for the final vote. Enter your votes, please. Please choose who to vote for. So... So we want to have the sacrifice out, so it's not Kutaro. As far as we know, but there was a couple of switches. There were a couple of switches that happened. That happened not to me, weren't there? They could have happened to Kutaro. I guess if you're not the sacrifice, we don't want to aim for the sacrifice is what we're saying. Is that what we're saying? In that case, I know Kutaro is not the sacrifice, so I should vote for Kutaro. I think that's what we're saying. All votes have been received. Displaying results. Oh, we got a split. The first vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these four? So are you? It's just like I said. I'm not the sacrifice, I'm a commoner. Huh. Four will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori. Kana Kazuchi. Keiji Shinogi. Neo Eigo Koro.
Why me? This isn't right.
I know this despair myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this. Which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Keiji did for me in the first main game. Give a pep talk. Lift your heads up. We've always done when we had to do. We've always done when we had to do. Oh, as in lift our heads up. We've always lifted our heads up when we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop.
But... Kanna, we're not your enemies.
Even if someone is a sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk, and we advance the discussion.
Sora.
Right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone.
Guess those of us who weren't picked should start. Incidentally, my role's commoner. Got that? Muscle Gorilla, it's not the time to shrivel up. Meow. Let's remember the card trades in order. Woof.
Yeah. Here we go. Progress. Yip, 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 yip. Okay, here we go. Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish.
Now we're gonna proceed along digging into the details of the trades. Big Sis Reiko, got it. Meow.
Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many.
By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way. Woof, didn't get traded with even once. Meow. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades.
Is that it? Okay. Well, let's find out more about Kyutaro, I guess. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out. Okay. Okay, let's see what Gin's got to say.
My heart was pounding wondering when I'd get past a bad card. Meow. But my roll didn't change up to the very end. Woof. I made it through all 5 cards. 5 trades. Meow.
Okay. Hang on. Made it through all 5 trades? Ah, okay. You don't know about one of them, do you?
Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong. Meow.
What?
There were 5 trades. Woof.
5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard that there was one just before the main game. Ah, I get it. You misunderstood, Kyutaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make any sense.
That's our line. Meow.
Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation. Well, that is on us.
Hey, Kyutaro. When was it that you passed Sara the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have a sacrifice from the start?
Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trades.
What? I don't have a clue. Woof. Why's that? Meow.
Because your friendly policeman made the first trade.
For real? Who'd you trade what?
I gave Sara the Keymaster.
Huh?
Then what card did Sara start with? I've no reason to lie, but... I guess I may as well tell the truth. I was a commoner. At first, I was a commoner.
You traded Keymaster for commoner. Meow.
And I deepened our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sara's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? I guess this one, yeah? Someone's sacrifice and Kyutaro's commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Kyutaro's commoner. And in the third trade, Sara's Keymaster and Kyutaro's sacrifice were swapped. Yep, that's what it'd mean.
Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember. Meow. We're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade.
Ugh. Here we go.
At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone. Meow. So I want to know the situation. Woof.
Yeah, we want to know what Gim was doing as well.
The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop.
These trades, I better keep them sorted out in my head too. You can now sort out the details of the trades. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, let's get this straight. The top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on. Okay. The bottom row is after the third trade. Fifth trade. In other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. Okay. First trade performed by Keiji. Okay. Honda. First trade. There's no question that Keiji initiated the first trade. My commoner and Keiji's keymaster were swapped. No room for doubt, I think. Okay. Am I supposed to... I conjecture on the initial distribution of cards. And go. We're supposed to think about this, are we? The first card I had was Commoner. Keiji traded me Keymaster in the first trade, so Keiji's initial card should be Keymaster. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to think about this. Right. Okay. Yeah, so this is the third trade. Fourth trade, performed by somebody. Not much information, we don't know about anything yet. Not much information, we don't know anything yet. It happened when we were in Safalin's doll room looking for Ranger's trip. Chip. That's what it was, I forgot we were looking for that chip. And then the last one, I ended up with common. Reiko says that they're common. Gin says that they're common. Okay, cool. Okay. So now what? Okay. So let's do some extracting, I guess. Kyutaro, why aren't you talking? Uh-oh.
At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone. Meow. I was off doing all this stuff by myself. Woof. I wanted to see the laptop. Meow.
What stuff did you do exactly?
It's not relevant right now. Woof. The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. I was worried because you were acting strange, Sarah. To think you'd been traded the sacrifice. Damn, Kyutaro, you're gonna make that trade on the spot and then act all innocent.
Something's strange here. What is strange? Okay, let's have a look at this. Have we got one of those faces that's happening again? Aha! Kyutaro was with us and Sarah, yet traded his sacrifice for her keymaster on the spot. How? Why won't you deny it, Kyutaro? What? I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Oh, click it. Gonna click his heart. Come here, stop it, stop! Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go, slow down. Boom. Please, say something, Kyutaro. Kyutaro. No good, I couldn't find the words. Uh-oh, did I not do that well enough? Oh, God damn it. Okay. Click it again. I don't like these mini-games that are too hard. Okay. Oh, come on. Give me it. Yes! Be as silent as you want, it's no use. Aye. Spit it all out, Kyutaro. I meant to cooperate with Sora, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade. My sacrifice being sent to Sora. It wasn't me, it was So's doing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sora's keymaster.
Don't know a thing about that. Wait a second. He chose 2 other people and made them trade. You can do that.
It must be possible. Huh.
So you can say that with confidence.
So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop.
Such a deeply suspicious individual, Keiji.
Progress. Ooh, okay. The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth?
About what?
Between the statements these two give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Kyutaro couldn't do the third trade. I was on the toilet, so I couldn't either. Right, well, we don't know that. We know that this is true. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did you know the sacrifice?
Just rolling on ahead. With this assumption... Oh, just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh?
Right. Did he learn about Kyutaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? Yeah, I guess you could just do a peek. Precisely, you saw it directly. Kyutaro's... Yeah, we've not had no evidence to say that, he was able to hack the tablets until later. He managed to do that later, didn't he? Or at least that's what he says. Kyutaro's intent was to negotiate with So. And as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that.
Such an attractive... No, such an attractive imagination. Such an active imagination, Miss Sora.
How about you use that imagination to consider what the negotiation was like? Kyutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door.
Were you watching or what?
Outside So's bedroom door. We did see... What's his name? Neo said that she saw So talking to someone outside the door, didn't she? Is that right? Even So's already recognised that fact.
That's right.
How did So react to Kyutaro's proposition? He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. I think that you're brave enough to let Kyutaro in. So maybe this is the... No, you were brave. No, I was trembling like a puppy. That noise, I think, means that that was the wrong one.
Miss Sora, don't lump strangers in with weirdly powerful high school girls like yourself.
What do you mean, weirdly powerful? He must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. Well, in that case... Do we say that this is right, or... Nope. Okay, so it's not that one either. Right, he promptly invited him in to talk.
Hey, you do know Kyutaro despises me quite a bit.
So would I really throw caution to the wind and open the door for him? That wasn't right. Okay, so it's got to be this. No, I'm sure Sora was on guard. Kyutaro had taken the laptop from him once before. He wouldn't let him in the room, no questions asked. Then, did they make a deal through the door? How amusing, I just thought of a way. Oh, okay, so that was right. Kyutaro slipped the tablet under the door. Wouldn't he consider I might betray him? This one is right? That's it exactly. That's what Kyutaro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Kyutaro, who could best him using force. So Kyutaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. Did we do it? So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens in the Sara folder. To control the sacrifices you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Kyutaro through the door. "Wanna make a deal?" he said. Good impression. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sara, you saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell you. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Then it's true. You set up the cards. Yeah, of course I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens.
100? Meow!
No shit, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning. Pretending to risk your life and not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sara. Always thinking of her allies. So, oh. So then Kyutaro sent it back to himself. Is that the truth of the third trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Eh? The fourth trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sara? What are you talking about? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't do any trade. Your guess is off the mark there. I didn't do any trades. In fact, I couldn't because I didn't have the tokens. That's a poor excuse.
Quiet, Loner. I was with Big Sis Sara for the fourth trade. Woof!
So was I. So I didn't do any trade then? Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice for Miss Sara, didn't you? What?
What's the meaning of this?
It's really very simple. The two of them are accomplices. Miss Sara and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game, by way of said sacrifice. They schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keiji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have trade.
Then the sacrifice is Keiji.
That's all a wild fabrication. Oh, that's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Keiji is the sacrifice and the sage is Miss Neo, perhaps.
I'm the sage?
Yep. So it may well be fine to have Miss Neo die this time.
Wait a second. At the start you said you were the sacrifice.
Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner.
No way, then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me?
Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Keiji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable.
So...
Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all of my tokens.
And you want me to just believe that?
So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Disclosure. I'm the Keymaster. Unfortunately, I'm the Keymaster.
Huh?
What are you saying?
The Keymaster is Kyutaro, though.
Looks like we got him good. Haha, my re-roll is Sage. They tricked him. Kyutaro's the Sage. Ridiculous, that's impossible. It's possible, alright. And as the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji's without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true, that's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with, it was Kyutaro. Let's tell the truth of the 4th trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kyutaro. Progress. First, when Seo betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up.
And so in the 4th trade, Keiji and Kyutaro's cards got traded. The 4th trade sure ended up punishing the loner now. Meow.
Hold on. Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the 4th trade? And we're going to find out whether Kyutaro was passed out during the 4th trade next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Your Turn to Die, Death Game by Majority, and I'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.